Okay, so anyway, what are we doing for this episode, Joel?
Okay, hi.
Say hello to the listeners.
Well, we don't need to be recording. Yeah, we're just warming up right now,
Sure.
right?
Well, where does the line start? And
It hasn't tipped off yet. We start at tip-off.
Okay.
We go till the end of the game.
Okay.
We're doing the thing. Well. Hello there, listeners of the 20-Year-Old Movie Podcast. I am the Motor City Motor Mouth, the joke man, Joel Wachowski. How are we doing? People listening on iTunes, people listening on Libsyn, people listening on Spotify, people listening on the wax records I have printed up and hidden in Salvation Armies around the tri-state area. With me, as always, is my co-host,
Matt. The rooting for the Jazz Anderson.
So what we're doing, I know we watch 20-year-old movies on the 20-year-old movie podcast, but this week we ran out of movies, so we will be watching.
Yeah, we're out.
we finished
There's
all
no
the movies
more.
from 1998. It turns out only 12 were released, but we are watching the Utah Jazz versus the Chicago Bulls in the NBA Finals, Game 6.
1998, yep.
And it is the Chicago Bulls leading the series up 3-2, heading into Salt Lake City, coming off a loss at home. And at this game, I believe Utah were 2.5-point favorites. That's what I'm guessing they were.
Oh, okay. I could look that up.
Yeah. Well, vet me on that, because like the home team should win Game 6. Ooh, bad turnover right there from Karl.
I think that's foreboding for the series in this game.
And maybe even this podcast. If you guys want to sync up your video to the because then we can't edit.
So, I mean, can you tell me a little bit about Chicago? Like, what's going on here?
Well, Chicago is a major city in the Midwest with a predominantly
Oh,
Polish
boy.
population.
You did it
The
again.
city was built on
You did it again.
butcher shops and corruption, and it's a place where you can buy a townhouse or a politician for about $250,000.
Oh,
Damn, Karl Malone just turned it over again.
yeah, but not before trucking a first row. Oh, that person had to go to the hospital for sure.
There is something in this world, whether it's in a basketball game or even just podcasting on your couch with your buddy, where you try too hard.
So we're taking our foot off the gas here,
Yeah,
right?
I think we're trying a little bit too hard. Like, I think anyone listening knows, like, oh, wow, this is a really great idea for a podcast.
Oh, what a turnover. Oh, man, there's a lot of good defense happening in this game with a lot of easy buckets. Sorry. Just ran over what you said. Maybe this is the worst idea ever. Who's John Stockton play like right now? Like, who? That was
Chris
a great
Paul.
Chris Paul, that was a great pass. That was insane.
Yeah, John Stockton was a very good player.
He's the king of the bounce pass. Who else did a better bounce pass than John Stockton?
Probably, I don't know, man.
Did you cheer for any of these? Do you remember this series as a kid?
Yeah, I remember this series. I watched it with my friend James. I was cheering for the Jazz. I always rooted for the Jazz because Karl Malone was so funny on the Man Show. And I had a Utah Jazz jersey, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like a purple-ass Karl Malone jersey. This was only...
peak 90s.
the information that he was a statutory rapist was only recently released, so I made sure I was the first one to get it.
Yeah, I mean, as a kid, I had a Cosby jersey.
Yeah, just Cosby 58.
Yeah. Oh, boy. How would we know?
Dude, that would be like, do you think you could get that jersey printed up?
Oh, my
on
God, like a sweater and just get like the letters and the number?
No, like a Philadelphia 76ers jersey.
I like the idea of a Cosby sweater with 58.
You think that'd
in
be
the
in
name.
poor taste? Would they let you wear that?
Terrible
to a
taste.
basketball
Yeah.
game?
Could you imagine taking that sweater to a seamstress, and they're like, "Wait, what are you doing?"
A seamstress?
Yeah.
Oh, just to like show a woman that you're like really.
Dude, I'm the ultimate SJ Dubs.
All right, we gotta get our act
Let's get our act together. All right, let's take a quick
I think
pause.
I'm sitting in the wrong chair.
Let's take a quick pause, and we'll come back with a fun bit.
It's New York Lottery's numbers and win for drawings, observed by an auditor from KPMG, Pete Maury.
Good evening. It's Sunday, April 26, 1998. I'm Kimberly Chapman. Now here's tonight's number. The first ball up is 8. The next is 3, and the last is 2, making tonight's number 832. And now for tonight's win for number. Win for the first ball up is 9. The next is 9. The next is 8, and the last is 6, making tonight's win for number 9986. Thank you and good night.
Tonight, after the movie, blast off into outer space with Eyewitness News in search of asteroids. You've heard the predictions of a possible collision with the Earth. Could it really happen? Eyewitness News answers your questions in search of asteroids. A special report tonight at 11 on Eyewitness News.
How you doing, Matt Anderson?
I'm feeling pretty good. I'm properly warm. I'm trying to also burn one here, so if you don't mind me, thanks for having me on my show.
Thank you. You're thanking me for having you on the podcast. You host, produce, edit, and ask me to do it.
That's right.
You also drove here, so yes, you're welcome.
Yeah,
I am being ever gracious this week. I am letting Matt hang out with me. He gets to bask in my wonderful aura. It's a yellow aura, so you know it's good. I'm moving in with the beautiful Gabby Garcia, and
By the way, congratulations.
Yeah, it's fine. She's acting like we bought this apartment. She talked to me about how like, oh, I want to replace the tiles in the kitchen.
Yo.
No, not the tiles. The tiles in the bathroom. She looked up something that you can put over tiles because she doesn't want to look at them. We have a fire pit in our backyard. We have the only fire pit in New York City, and her gripe is that the bricks for the fire pit are not nice enough.
You gonna have a 4th of July party?
Yeah, I'm gonna have a 4th of July bash.
Oh, man.
If we get up to 250 weekly listeners by that time, you will be invited.
Oh, boy. Now I have an incentive.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, there are some fun activities. I know how you like tidying up. So we're going to invite you towards the end of the party.
I could come as the help like you did.
You're going to get to be the help. Like you'll get to clean everything up.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone will think it's real funny.
Yeah.
Later on The Tonight Show, Jay finds out whether or not friends are really friendly from Matthew Perry himself. Plus, the tasty tunes of Meatloaf. The local news is next.
Next on News 4, unclaimed goods seized from criminals. We'll tell you how you can get them.
Bit chillier now. How about tomorrow? How about the weekend? My forecast coming right up.
But it has to be played on the original answering machine. So here now the original demo tape for this particular song for pro basketball.
Hi, this is a message for me about the NBA theme. Here's an idea. It goes like this.
Wow.
Boom.
Are you getting amped?
Boom.
Oh. Man. Oh, man. Do you love how, like, people that play in the strings section have to move like that? They all look like they're having, like, synchronized seizures. Got her.
I haven't said a word in 2 minutes because I've been so transfixed by this. This is the coolest thing I've ever seen.
It's like a rapper's tape a little bit, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, you heard the message. How many basketball players listening right now do you think are crying? Oh, yeah. Give us the information. Yeah. This is information music.
Do you think there's just like a sign language interpreter just signing like, oh, it sounds pretty sick?
They just do like the hang loose, Hawaii hang loose. I mean, it's crazy to think like there's this huge concert and this fanfare for this music, but like ultimately the music was just created to be talked over. You know, it has like a hook, and then it's like make it so we could drown it out, and then, you know, Bob Costas can come on and, you know, give us what Jordan did and didn't do.
Do you think they ever play this song before a dog fight? All right, now one of you is going to be killed. Is this
That's
reboot
so
of the
funny.
episode going better? I've been quiet for 3 minutes while we listen to a song.
I think it was it's you know, it's a trip down memory lane. It's 1998 adjacent.
I feel like we're just like becoming aspiring like old time radio DJs, just like, yeah, here's up a track. We're gonna eat some baklava and play
We
some
really
music.
did. We did eat a bunch of baklava during that John Tesh video, but honestly, I really enjoyed it.
I can't stop eating on this podcast.
Yeah, I don't know how much that's usable.
This is WAFB News at 6, the newscast watched by more people than any other.
200 megahertz Intel Pentium processor with MMX technology, Hewlett-Packard color monitor, and color inkjet printer, just $1099.99 after instant discount and mail-in rebate. This Zenith compact VHS camcorder is just $349.99, and all home audio is on sale right now at Circuit City.
And we're back. We are back from our baklava break.
Yeah, it was so delicious.
Man, I was not supposed to eat any of this.
Really?
Yeah.
You didn't tell me that?
Yeah, my mom mailed it to my girlfriend Gabby, and I ate all the baklava. And on the podcast, you can hear Matt eat all the baklava.
Yeah, can we do a little read, a little shout out to who is this company? What do we got here?
Oh, Shatila Bakery in Dearborn, Michigan. I come from it's like the most Arabic city in the country. So
it was really good.
Yeah, I'm going to hang out with these billionaires next weekend, so I wanted to impress them. So I got some baklava from Dearborn. And when I got mine, my mom sent my girlfriend a package saying, "Hey, you live with a thief." And that
she knew
she needed to have her own baklava, and then she leaves for just an hour, and then all the baklava is gone. I probably eaten about 16 pieces of baklava in the last 90 minutes.
Have you been doing your lifting? You getting your muscles burning for that, though?
Oh, no, not today. Today is my rest day. I was going to go do a little arms, but you know what? I'm still a little dinged up with my knee injury. I worked a long design within reach job this week. You know what design within reach is, Matt?
No.
It's I don't know if it is, but it's one of the top furniture companies in the world.
Oh.
So, like, they sell chairs that are like $3,000. There are all these like classically designed pieces of furniture.
Not within my reach.
That's the joke. Yeah, that's what I was gonna bitch about, because like this crew, one guy turned out to be a failed comedian.
Oh boy.
Another guy turned out to be deaf. There's this kind of like bully one. He's like this overweight Australian guy with 10 rings. He's got full pigtails and he wears beads around. And then they have a bunch of Sherpas from Tibet, and then this 20-year-old kid. So I'm just into this photo crew, like totally cold. Like the Tibet guys take it so seriously. The Australian guy hates me. But instead of doing like kind of photo work or rigging, we basically just unbox a chair, take a photo of it, then make sure it's packed exactly how it came. And we do that for 10 hours a day. You work constantly, but you do nothing.
That sounds so
I went to their
monotonous.
I went to their store in Soho, and I had nothing to do, so I just painted the same edge on the ceiling 3 different times.
I mean, that sounds pretty shitty, but
like people take it, so it's like a career path for these people. It's like, oh, I'm gonna do the manual labor for this furniture companies, exhibitions.
I'm moving away from New York when it's quitting time, I think.
You're moving away. You're moving to Atlanta, right?
Yeah, I want to have a house. I want to own a house, so I'm just gonna try to make a bunch of money. Like I'll stay here. I won't quit comedy, but I'm just saying, like, what's the point of staying in New York?
Yeah, I mean, I might be ready to like leave New York. Like, I saw a flyer up at the Caffeine Underground. It said, like, "Are you an intersectionalist feminist?"
Yeah.
Who also plays lead guitar. So you're looking at someone's politics before you're looking at their occupation. Like, I feel like that flyer is fine if it's in the other order.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. So
musicians first.
I want to meet some regular people as well.
It's nice that we have there's no pressure in the episode because I already know we're not going to release it.
It's one of the lost tapes.
Yeah, the lost tapes.
Yeah.
Should we go play ping pong?
What do you mean? Where? When?
There's ping pong everywhere.
It just seems out of the blue.
I like playing ping pong.
Okay. I mean, like, where? Where do you want to do? Like, give me a specific place.
I got keys to an apartment.
Oh, what does that mean?
Well, I'm a real estate agent, so all the apartments with like good amenities, I just go in there and I use the amenities.
You want to go to a staged apartment and play ping pong?
No, it's an active apartment. People live there. I want to play in go to the residence lounge and just play a little pong.
If anybody asks, you have to tell them that I was showing you the apartment. Okay?
No, you don't have to. No, it's fine. You can completely do that.
Legally, I'm allowed to play ping pong.
Yeah.
Like telling the cops.
I took my real estate license exam so I could go play ping pong in one of the 3 buildings in Bushwick that has it.
That's what our company's missing, if we had a ping pong table. As a podcast.
That's how I knew my days were up at West Elm. We had this ping pong table, and it was so fun. Everyone loved it, and it really brought everyone together. Like, you would play. I was second best in the office, not to brag.
Yeah.
But then the CEO was visiting, and they were so insecure about the CEO seeing the ping pong table and making some sort of remark about it that they just threw it out.
That sucks.
Like, this thing was a positive contribution to like all of our lives, and then they got rid of it because they were afraid someone else might have an opinion. Like, that's not champion thinking.
Right. No, it's not. And that CEO could have been cool too.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, I love table tennis. You guys let your workers play table tennis?
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
I like the warehouses that have a basketball hoop mounted somewhere. Not like a hoop that has water, that the water base where they bought a hoop. I like a company that just mounts it on a pole, like a stray pole.
Oh yeah, of course.
That's
I like it. The move for a basketball hoop actually is when you have a garage door with an opener, you put the hoop on the bottom of the garage door and you raise it up until it's 10 feet.
Oh, okay. I was picturing like a regular garage door where it couldn't go 10 feet high. I was like, that's
no, like an industrial
idea.
garage door. There's a few of them, and they aren't bad. Because then you're always walking around and you see like a garage door on a basketball hoop on the ground, and then you usually want like, oh, what is this? And you realize that it's a pretty good moment.
You can't dunk in.
That was a really concise point,
you?
huh? I was watching Michael Jordan do some cool shit.
Yeah. So for this idea, like, we supposed to talk about the Jazz or the Bulls?
But Michael, with whatever gas is left in his tank, gets back to pick it off.
We're probably supposed to talk about Michael Jordan.
Okay, so can you tell me about it? Like, because I'm not like completely familiar.
Well, this is Michael Jordan. We came into the league. And
why are they letting a lawyer play? First of all, Jeff Hornacek looks like he's supposed to be wearing a suit and tie.
Okay, so at this point, Michael Jordan, he won 3 titles. He took 2 years off to play baseball. He didn't win a championship one year, and then he won the championship the previous 2 years. This game is the game he nails down that his second three-peat with the Bulls. He hits the last shot over Byron Russell, and he retires. He comes back a little later, but this is like the storybook ending to Michael's career. This is him going to the championship 6 times and winning the title 6 times.
Okay. And he just never got it done on the Wizards, huh?
He was too old. It couldn't be done, even though the NBA was a little weak at that time. Like,
he was kind of, isn't it? Like, why did he continue to try? Like, did he have too much pride?
Yeah, and you're competitive, but like once you get out of shape at an older age, you can't get back into that absolute prime shape.
Right. Do you think he would play in that new league, the 3-on-3 old people?
Oh, no,
like?
Michael Jordan would destroy everyone in that league. He'd probably play so hard he would get hurt.
Oh, yeah. Didn't they? Okay, so I was reading about it. Like, the NBA All-Star used to have, like, old-timer All-Stars.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, they did.
No way.
Yeah. Yes way. And they had to end it because of too many injuries, but...
What were the injuries?
Groin injuries.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so they had to end it, but I'll look it up. It's so funny.
It's amazing to watch like a sporting event from 1998 and think like, oh, these guys were considered athletes.
And
This guy looks like Bob Barker.
With one right now.
Well, thank you, Bob. Red Auerbach sitting here in the stands enjoying this Legends game. What do you think about it as you look out here and see all these
Craig
great players from a
Sager.
different generation?
I'll tell you, it doesn't make you feel that you're missing anything because most of them are out of shape. I haven't seen anybody dunk the ball.
This guy for sure is dead.
Yeah, Red's the guy who was interviewing him. He just passed away too. That was like the famed sideline reporter. Red Auerbach just clowned on them all for not dunking. Yeah, these 60-year-olds can't jump for shit.
What can we expect from the Boston Celtics in the second half of the year?
Well, all I can say is this. We're going to play as hard as we can, try to win every game as we can. But I've got to be realistic. I've got to be practical. What team could afford to lose a Larry Bird and a Ed Pinckney and you know, win a championship? It's just very, very difficult.
Yeah, no one's been hurt yet. The only person who's gotten hurt is Scottie Pippen in the real game. I don't think anyone got hurt in these games. These athletes are still great athletes.
Well, that was fun to visit.
Yeah, that was a fun visit. I'm sure the people really enjoyed it.
We did.
Supplies? We charge them. A lot of my friends had to drop out.
It's no wonder credit card debt is on the rise.
Today, you could start a new beginning.
If you're a homeowner, call 1-800-CHAMPION for our Pay Down Your Debt program.
You can zero all of your credit card balances and save hundreds of dollars a month. It's like a weight was lifted off my shoulders.
Don't waste another minute. Call 1-800-CHAMPION today.
Isn't today a great day for a new beginning?
Boom. Jeff Hornacek stroking it.
And we're back.
Yeah, we are watching an old basketball game. It is fun just to look at how athletes have evolved, trying to see like some like vestige of greatness in Michael Jordan.
Both those guys look cool. Is he wearing one of his rings?
Oh, yeah. You know Phil Jackson wearing his ring. He's playing all sorts of mind games with his players. He's making sure they're fresh and ready to go.
Shit, dude. That's a power move. That's almost as big a power move as stealing the Bulls song.
I don't think that's a positive thing. It's nice that the Jazz have like mountains on both their shorts and their shirts. So then like all the mountains, it makes them a range.
Did you catch that exchange? The spanking exchange? Malone spanked Rodman, who spanked Malone, who spanked Rodman. Those are some mind games, my man.
Right now, I've seen a lot of shaky officiating against Utah. I've seen Jordan be a wonderful scorer, and Karl Malone's really showing up in this game.
Okay,
Karl Malone, like this game, like probably determines like he probably finishes like 10 spots lower on the all-time NBA rankings because of this game. Like if this game goes his way and he wins the title, he's probably like a top 15 guy all time. And because he's not, it's probably like 23rd all time. Like no athlete is the poster child for never winning a ring like Karl Malone is right now.
Poor guy. And he played so well. He played
It's
pretty
all right,
good.
but he was playing very well in this stretch. Like you see him as a scorer, and it is like pretty incredible. Like his up and under, his moves around the post, he could shoot a jump shot. He's also like Karl Malone and Michael Jordan are the only ones in this game that look like modern athletes.
Yeah. Who are our other players for the Jazz here? We got Jeff Hornacek.
Well,
John Stockton.
The one significant thing about this game that people need to realize is that Michael Jordan, he has a good supporting cast, but Scottie Pippen is so injured in this game. He's in the locker room for most of it. And then like Dennis Rodman is kind of on his way out of the league. So this is old, grizzled, not at his peak athleticism Michael Jordan gutting out a road win for the championship.
This is insane. They called that ball on Utah again. He saves the ball here on the out of bounds. You're totally right about that officiating.
Well, and before we paused for coffee, there was the shot clock violation that took away a big momentum turning 3-point call.
They would have been leading by like 7 instead of 4. So I don't like Tony Kukoc's hairstyle. I don't think it holds up. That's too 90s. You know, everybody else looks modern.
And you see like the bald head is the dominant hairstyle. I think I'm going to switch up my hairstyle actually.
Yeah?
Because I'm kind of a balding guy, I think. Is that true?
I wouldn't say so. I mean, it goes pretty deep up the side there, but you're not like balding, I would say.
But I think it's time to commit to the buzz cut.
Okay.
Especially as like a big jacked guy. I think I'll look good on it.
Yeah, it's important to maintain your muscles then, because you can't have the buzz and be fat.
Definitely. I feel bad about not going to the gym today, but we all need our rest.
Yeah, we do. Not John Stockton. That guy's up and down the court. Like, look at that perfect layup. You know, that guy's all form.
I've finally figured out how to shoot a jump shot. It's amazing. I've been trying for 31 years, and I think I'm finally cracking it.
Do you have an update on your leg for the listeners? You know, everybody knows.
Oh yeah. The right strain is recovering nicely. It is so weird because I had the knee surgery in late February, and I'm back to working production jobs, and my right knee is now strained. But something has happened in my life where it's just like every job has me on top of a ladder all the time now. Like I worked this Red Bull concert a few weeks ago and I was on top of a 30-foot ladder with no one around me on top of my surgically repaired knee, and like just the memory of my dad falling off a ladder in front of me was just flashing through my mind. It's like, Joel, this is your life. And, you know, I
didn't know you were afraid of ladders.
Oh, dude, my dad fell off a ladder in front of me when I was like 19. He shattered his wrist.
I don't know. I'm laughing. I'm sorry.
He was a guitar player. He could no longer play the guitar because of that, and he had to switch to banjo.
Oh, my God. Oh, no. So you were forced to work with ladders. And you hate ladders.
And you know what? I think it is. It's like I have a good college degree. Like I went to like I think a top 15 academic institution. I've got a pretty good resume, and I need to work because comedy doesn't quite pay the bills, you know. But I don't want to work in a corporate job. I just can't let go of like wanting to work blue collar jobs. And right now, like I'm coming back, and the jobs I'm in, I am kind of in constant pain.
Yeesh! You got to get it right, dude. Maybe take a. Ooh, what if you took a sabbatical month?
A sabbatical month?
Don't schedule any jobs. Save enough money so you could take all of July off and go to the beach every day.
I don't need to go to the beach. I got my backyard and my jacuzzi, bro.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm moving. I got my new place.
Uh-huh.
I'm getting a backyard. I'm getting a jacuzzi. I'm fighting with Gabby about what goes in there constantly.
The battle. Okay.
Well, like it's like I know I talked about this in like our Unfunny Open, but like she wants to put like she doesn't like the tile in the bathroom, so she wants to put something up over the tile. We have a fire pit. She wants to move the fire pit. It's just like these things are already assets. And it's like, you know what? I love your eye. I love your design. But like, where are we going to put the fucking bed?
Oh, right.
Can we solve that stuff?
Yeah. We're going to get a lamp. This isn't funny. Yeah. What a game, though. There was no halftime. Can we pause it?
When I grew up here, I never dreamed one day I'd be running for Senate. As senator, I'll fight to keep our neighborhoods safe, improve our schools, and make all college tuition tax deductible. And I'll work hard to keep taxes down so that people who live in neighborhoods like this can make ends meet.
Chuck Schumer, senator, honestly fighting for New York's working families.
There was perhaps no one vote that affected the average New Yorker more than the vote taken this day in 1993, when Congress passed the biggest tax increase in American history by one vote. That vote, liberal Chuck Schumer. At that moment, Chuck Schumer showed us what he really believes in. Higher taxes, more spending, bigger government. Sadly, one vote did make a difference. Chuck Schumer, wrong on taxes, wrong on spending, wrong for us.
Oh, yeah, we're definitely in the second half now. Oh, the second half just started. Utah's up 6, 51 to 45.
Right. I thought, like, I was excited to have a break to talk about it. It's just like I'm getting... Could we, like, turn the audio off, maybe?
Yeah.
How do you... where's the remote?
It's right there. It's right there. You're looking at it.
Oh, this thing. This future tech. Boom. All right. So now it's just on.
You know, when it became the second half when Scott... It's amazing. We are doing a good job. We're watching this game and paying attention to it, but in the 1998, you know, there were no graphics or anything, so there's no way of knowing.
Yeah.
They'll periodically bring up the score. It's,
right. I remember you being like, what version do we get without the score? I was like, Joel, that's just how it works. They didn't have the score in front of you the entire time.
Yeah, where am I? Bulgaria?
Right. Yeah, I mean, I guess that just kind of caters to how we are now. Like, you are so much more invested in the game, so they just assumed you would know the score. Versus now, it's like at any moment's glance, you could be like in an airport and you need to see the score immediately, and then like continue walking. You know what I mean?
You can just look at your phone all the time.
Right.
How did gamblers do it back then?
They just paid fucking attention, you know?
That's true.
You gotta pay attention to that.
Do you think my bet's gonna hit?
Yeah. So you're gonna parlay the Warriors tonight as well as the
tonight's the Cavaliers.
The Cavs
money line at home
and Warriors. You're parlaying them.
Yeah.
And what's the line you're getting on that parlay?
Minus 143.
Minus 143. And what's your plan to drop how much?
I have 120 to win like 90 or something.
Okay.
And then I bet the Cavaliers to win the series right now.
Okay. Oh, you doubled down on that.
Yeah, I did double down.
What are the odds for them winning the series
plus
right
170.
Now? Okay, so they're not with them.
Yeah, so no, I mean, but once they win tonight, they'll probably hold court at home and make it a series. Like, there's too much invested for it not to go on a little longer.
Oh, okay.
And then we have the original, the daddy bet. The thing I've been eyeing all spring is the Warriors-Cavaliers finals. But I do need the Cavaliers to wake up and turn it around tonight.
Yeah, they better. I mean, otherwise I would start hedging with the Celtics.
Hey, if they lose tonight, you know what? I'm doing good with the real estate. I hate all my clients. I'm working hard on the production.
Yeah.
My clients are such dipshits. Like, it's hard to get an apartment in New York, and they're just like, no, we can't add a guarantor. Our last place didn't allow us to have a guarantor. Like, everyone's expectations are so high, and you got to talk them down. And then, like, every landlord's trying to fuck everyone all the time. I had a good run with it.
Wait. I know you mean financially, but I want to pretend it's a casting couch.
How much you want to be in this apartment?
What? Maybe you could stand up and show me your tits, huh?
Like, I remember one time I showed my friend an apartment, and there was a pigeon in the apartment.
Like a live pigeon.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I told the guy in charge of the apartment, I was like, what do I do about it? He's like, tell him it comes with the apartment.
Classic humor.
Yeah, no, I think I'm being fucked on this real estate deal. I think I was the first person to get a deposit, but they're not going to give it to me.
That sucks, man. People be out there trying to get their money. Can we talk about, not to change the subject from real estate,
Yeah, this is not the New York real estate pod.
No. Can we talk about how much John Stockton looks like John Mulaney?
Oh, he does a little bit.
Like, I just
He's
feel
got
like
the part to the side.
Yeah, I just feel like he's out there getting knocked over. He's like, "What did I do?"
You think I'm gonna do that? He's just throw an elbow here, throw an elbow there. Look over there. There's an elbow under here.
Yeah, he looks like him. Yeah. Are there any NBA players that are good at comedy?
Yeah, Ron Artest, headline Carolines.
He did 45 minutes.
I imagine it was not 45. I'm sure Ron Artest put his name on a poster that said he was headlining Carolines.
Okay.
He probably did, I don't know, I would set the over-under at 12.5 minutes.
Okay. Don't heckle at that show, right? What a surefire way for him to get back in the news if Ron Artest would headline Carolines and then got into a fist fight with a bunch of the audience members and like maybe like, you know, former NBA players could come out like a part of his crew. Who else was in that fight?
Jermaine O'Neal, Jamal Tinsley, Steven Jackson.
Everyone's there.
Ben Wallace played a part in a very small part.
Who is the announcer at the game?
John Mason.
John Mason just comes out at the back of the comedy club and starts narrating the fight.
Chauncey Phillips.
I would say Carolines is only about viral marketing then.
I do have the sickest deal right now. My physical therapist gives me free treatments because he likes talking about the NBA with me so much. My insurance stopped covering them, but he gave me an extra 5 visits to keep me coming through the end of the finals.
That's so great.
Yeah, it's great.
You guys talk basketball.
100%. He ignores other clients. Well,
Paying clients. People that no
one pays. It's like a Medicare physical therapist, so it's like the therapists are eating McDonald's while they work on you and shit.
Okay.
It's some piss poor care.
I don't like it.
Yeah, like they're like, oh yeah, in order to rehab your dislocated shoulder, you gotta put a cigarette out on it.
Yeah. It's like an old husband's tale.
You know what? I've been a Domino's defender as long as anyone, right?
Uh-huh.
You know me. I'm Joey Domino's.
Uh-huh.
Mickey Two Slice.
Can you give me a Joey Domino's podcast read for me? Go ahead and
if you only got $5.99 in your pocket and you want to take a carry-out two-top pan pizza home to your family, might I suggest Domino's on Staten Island.
That sounded a little Dick Vitale.
New York City, baby. He's a type of dandy.
That was a pretty good Dick Vitale.
Dick Vitale was the Pistons coach. Then he had a nervous breakdown, and he's like, I can only have breakdowns. I've got broadcasting college basketball.
The March Madness voice trademark of the...
Are you really going to get that Cosby 58 jersey?
You were thinking about it, weren't you? Come on, that would be
Dude, that would be so funny.
Yeah. See,
to wear to a game.
Yo, if Drake showed up to one of them Raptors games wearing a Cosby 58 jersey,
gotta be a Sixers one.
He would get totally drugged.
Hold on, I'm gonna see if I can get a custom one right now. I'm gonna wear. Imagine wearing that on your wedding day.
Hey there, this is your Colonel talking. Now I got something here that's downright fun. My new popcorn chicken. Crunchy morsels of tender white meat. It's mouth-popping good. Woo, look at them go. Hurry down to KFC, try my new popcorn chicken for $1.99. It's more fun than watching me, unless, of course, Colonel get funky. Go, Colonel. Go, Colonel. At KFC, we do chicken right, and not just in a bucket, neither.
Do Karl Malone's workout in the off-season the way that you would do Jerry Rice's workout in the off-season?
How does Karl Malone work out?
I think he just does like country boy shit.
I was going to ask, does he put on a mailman suit and walk
A bunch of mail door to door. The Karl Malone workout. Me, the mailman, Karl Malone.
You just push down a 15-year-old girl and you fill her with a child.
You gotta you gotta throw them elbows.
I bet you could convince Karl Malone that Handmaid's Tale is a documentary.
Isn't he one of those dumb flat Earth boys?
No. I don't think he's opposed to scientists on both sides of the debate.
Okay.
He's country. And right after this finals, like Karl Malone and Dennis Rodman went to WCW, and they had a feud. Rodman partnered with Hollywood Hulk Hogan. Malone partnered with Diamond Dallas Page, and they headlined the Bash at the Beach pay-per-view.
Was a little bit of that real?
No, 100%. Wrestling is real, and they had a great fight.
Oh man.
Man, they keep taking Pippen out of this game.
Yeah, I mean, you can tell he's hurt. Look at him fucking jogging up and down the court.
My idea to watch this was like, oh, I'll get to see old Pippen, because even more than Jordan, like being like, and then at this point, he was just someone who could create his own jump shot very well. Pippen was like kind of an incredible athlete. The way he just filled the gaps with the game and like,
yeah, LeBron doesn't have a Pippen. We talk about that.
LeBron is more of a Pippen than a Jordan, though. LeBron's just like a very well-rounded player who dominates through his athleticism.
Wouldn't he dominate this NBA? I mean, like, James can hit like all sorts of like 3-pointer shots.
Yeah, but James would dominate any NBA.
Okay. Well, I'm saying, like, don't you think he would have been just as elite, if not more elite, than Michael Jordan in this era?
Probably about the same.
You think so?
Yeah, Jordan was very good. Jordan was better than LeBron.
He's like getting a lot of opportunities by like getting fouled a lot here in this game, at least.
Like, their peaks are very comparable. They're the only two in the equation, so it's hard to know which one to take. But I think Jordan all the time.
How do you like Kobe as a joke answer to the greatest ever?
Kobe's probably somewhere between like 8 and 11. Like, I know that Kobe, the Jordan LeBron debate is very popular, but I think it's almost a more interesting debate to have KD versus Kobe. Because like KD, his resume, he's starting to have some really nice chips to it. I'm talking about Kevin Durant, of course. So like this was a guy who went from Oklahoma City and took a 73-win Golden State team and turned them into his supporting cast. And you know, he played so well since then that like he's kind of justified it across the board.
Yeah.
Like Steph Curry is now someone who plays off Kevin Durant, which is kind of incredible. So I think Kevin is about to win the NBA Finals, and I think he's gonna, over the next few years, the way to treat an athlete is you try and find their place in history. I'm really looking forward to trying to find Durant's.
Yeah, his jump shot's pretty sick.
And a whole defense has to react to him.
It's pretty crazy.
It's nice to see Jordan take it to the hoop a little bit.
Yeah, that was a neat little move he tried. Didn't go there, but
yeah, this is the one that Jordan guts it out. Like he's a little older here. He's 33. He's not the athlete he once was. No one on his team really is.
Yeah.
Like Utah probably should have won at least one of these titles.
Yeah, poor guys, by the way. You know, that entire city stayed Mormon because of it.
No championships, 2 wives.
Yeah.
So it's 60-60 now with a minute left in the third quarter. Shandon Anderson drives. Oh, it's a board taken by John Stockton of all people.
How
puts
the
it
fuck
up
did... No, that's Hornacek.
Jeff Hornacek with the board.
The other white player on the...
Now there's a lot of white players on the board on the floor right now.
When
There's
I played NBA Jam TE, I always chose the Jazz.
Come on now.
I love taking threes, baby. John Stockton was a 9. Oh, what a foul. That was a flagrant foul, wouldn't you say?
No, that was not a flagrant foul. There's no such thing as a flagrant foul. You just playing ball, my man. Hornacek had a good series in one game.
He was a great player, right? He didn't get his due.
He was like a borderline all-star. He was probably like the 35th best player in the league when he played.
Okay.
Which is not terrible. He got traded for Charles Barkley.
Right.
We're going to the fourth quarter. Man, I got a good feeling about this.
For the Jazz.
Yeah, I think this is the time it comes through. What the score right now? Utah 66, Chicago 61. Can Michael come back? Karl Malone's feeling good, dancing on the sidelines, not in his dumb head.
Joel,
I mean,
with our Slack episode.
I gotta say that all media is poison, including this podcast.
Yeah. But I mean, I feel like we're a good kind of poison.
I think I have too much Dennis Rodman memorabilia. I've got 2 different Dennis Rodman t-shirts and an autographed photo. Is that too much?
There's no such thing as too much. You just need more rooms, Joel.
Yeah. I think, dude, I have recessed ceilings in the new place. And I think I'm going to get my girlfriend to break up with me. She's going to leave town for like a trip or whatever. And around the recessed ceiling, I'm going to put a model train.
I think instead of saying you're going to get her to try to break. Oh, so you're going to use the train to try to get her to break up with you?
Yeah.
I understand now. I thought you were saying that was happening like you're a sad man after.
No. I'm going to make her, because she's kind of like a proper woman. I want to make her put up with some kitschy Polish bullshit. I think it's.
What if she loves it and now you just have a goddamn model train?
She is in a panic about it.
Oh, you've tested the waters. I see.
There's a restaurant in Illinois where you order food and they bring it out on a model train.
I like there's a bunch of these places in Japan that had the sushi. It was called Sushi Go Round, and they come around on a conveyor belt. It's fucking modern technology and food.
Should we get some
mixed.
Taco Bell?
Oh, I would love that.
Nice.
This podcast is sponsored by Taco Bell.
Yeah, we'll go after this. But like much like a real basketball game,
Yeah.
you kind of go in and out as you watch the game, but we're going into the home stretch.
Yeah.
Yeah, put on the audio for the last 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Rodman. Offensive foul on Dennis.
Hey, that's disrespectful. The announcer should have to call all of them by their Mr. last name.
Mr. Rodman.
Yeah.
Rodman who can't finish.
You know?
And you saw Jordan right there complaining, saying Rodman needs to have a chance to come down.
You know what's stupid is taking a charge and then doing a fist pump on the ground.
No, that is cool.
No,
that's
it's
some
not.
veteran shit.
No, that's
There's
bullshit.
nothing wrong with celebrating being savvy.
If you do a fist pump after you just took a physical charge,
He misses the shot, the three that would have put him up one. Had this gone through, it would have been a
Wow, he didn't even see that pass get thrown and he knew where it was going. That's amazing.
Jordan has 30
you got that basketball intuition. Do they talk about basketball IQ? Isn't that just a easy way of saying like they know how to play?
Yeah, but it's a feel for the court. There's a certain spatial arrangement that's very specific to basketball.
Basketball IQ. Part of me just feels like you just say that just to say somebody's not dumb.
All right. Utah just took a 4-point lead with 2.5 to go. Ball to Jordan. He's alone on the elbow.
Jordan spinning. Double team. Has to get rid of it.
Shot clock at 7.
Draws a foul.
Pump knocked away by Carr and a foul.
Is he chewing gum?
Isaiah, normally on this play, Malone goes to the post. This time he goes and screens so Stockton can get to the middle of the floor. A mix-up. They trap. No one rotates.
He needs this game.
He ain't gonna get it.
I feel bad for Malone. He looks like he's being smug about it. He's like, I'm going to win.
I mean, if I were Karl Malone, I'd feel like I was gonna win. I'm home. I'm feeling good. And Malone's like kind of hitting everything at this time too. He's about to have a few big turnovers, but to this point, he's been pretty solid.
Not allowing him to come into the post.
When did they figure out you could wave shit in front of people to make it harder to shoot?
Around this time, actually. This seems like kind of early for it.
Exactly 2 minutes.
And that doesn't actually like make it harder to shoot, does it?
No.
Oh, you got to hit that, John.
Another turnover.
Man, Utah sucks.
Chicago back looking to tie.
Oh, they're allowed to play the music well into their offensive set. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah, of course. I feel like I hear it all the time.
Even the best of them. Rodman got in front and knocked it loose, but Chicago touched it last. Phil Jackson hot over that call. A minute 14 remaining.
Watch Hornacek on this play, wrapping off a triple screen.
Stockton for three. That would have been
Damn, John Stockton, that shot would have changed your life.
Yeah.
Instead, they can tie it.
And he had a good look, too.
With a three of their own. Jordan.
Oh. Oh, 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 oh.
And a blocking foul. Stockton is down on the floor. Jordan's going to come to the line at Stockton's fourth.
You watch Jordan fake.
I mean, Jordan's been given a lot of free throws, and there's those 2 significant shot clock violations in this game that both went against Utah. So I don't see if really that either of these are shooting fouls too. So right there, that's a 9-point swing.
So you're saying the refs were in the tank for Jordan?
Yeah, of course. They're building a brand.
Oh, I see. They're employed by Jordan.
No, it's just like in the NBA's best interest. Like, no one gives a fuck about Karl Malone. And with Jordan, they created a standard that's in place to this day.
But that's your best basketball player.
Yeah, Jordan was the best.
There's no better basketball player ever.
No.
How old is he here?
33.
You said that. And Cosby raped 58 women?
Yeah.
Okay. 59 seconds left on the clock.
He cuts it to one. Phil
And the basketball games are so long. Do you think Jordan thinks of something before he shoots his free throws?
Yeah, he probably thinks about his love of gambling. Whether or not bookies need him to miss this one.
Maybe the 20-second timeout was as much
What
as
if he
anything just to give him a
pictured
breather,
himself
gather
as
himself.
the cartoon drawing of himself?
50 seconds.
I think you just picture the rim. Ball to Malone, and then who comes around?
Cross court Stockton, a three. It's there.
Wow. Stockton hitting
Man,
it.
so many white people screaming.
That's a nice hit. I don't remember John Stockton having that.
He needed that like a few seconds ago.
I think Utah wins this game. Honest to God. I swear they're going to win.
Wow. Yeah, the YouTube video, Jordan's last game.
That would be a sick thing to edit, like just a Utah Jazz truther. They won the game, the NBA won't put...
The lost footage, I have it. It's in my basement. It's shot on Super 8. Woo. That's a lot of Mormons cheering right there. This looks like a super church, Joel.
It is a super church. It's a church of Jerry Sloan.
It's Stockton and Malone. This
Oh.
time it was Malone to Stockton.
Jerry Sloan's still alive?
Yeah, he quit because Darren Williams was such an asshole.
Oh, boy.
At age 36, he's played more NBA playoff games than anyone.
Then John Mulaney. He looks a lot like him. It's another guy.
Chicago's going to turn it over here.
Pippen into Jordan. Michael working on Russell.
Oh, wow. What a hit.
To within one.
All right, you don't foul, I guess, here.
They
huh?
scored so quickly. No, they throw it into Malone, then Jordan gets the steal. Then he hits the jumper down at the other end.
Boy.
Here comes Jordan.
Dude, that's a That was a bad
No
move on their
timeout
part.
either.
Do you foul him here? Why not?
From game 7.
Why would you foul
you're
him?
up one.
Who cares? You know that he's Michael Jordan.
Open. Chicago with the lead.
Boom. Jordan with the dagger.
That's not the dagger. They still got one offensive position. So who misses the shot?
That happens so quickly.
Who misses the shot for Utah?
I think Malone, maybe Stockton.
See, I think the right choice in Game 6 is you give it to your third guy. Jeff Hornacek 3.
Yeah?
Yeah. Fuck it. Don't even go for 2 points. Go for a 3.
Nah, if your season's on the line.
Well, that's what I'm saying is you're going to get an open look. You give it to the guy who's like a fucking machine. But then again, like, if he misses, Karl Malone's going to make him his bitch.
Michael never clears, so Malone doesn't see him. He comes from the blind side and strips him. So 3 crucial plays here by Michael Jordan now.
Yeah, that is like three plays like that in like a 25-second span is pretty incredible.
Oh, you got a nice little push there, too.
Oh, 100%. But Michael Jordan can do what he wants. He's Michael Jordan.
I mean, it happened so fast. I mean, it's amazing. Did he do the tongue there?
Nah, but he still had it. He wasn't like one of them handmaids.
Here as he gives Russell the push. The referee can't see that. Jordan frees himself up for a clean look.
Iconic shot right there.
All right, last shot for the Jazz. What's it going to be?
Yeah, who do you got? Who's your guy? Who's going to miss?
Be Karl. Karl's going to make it.
I'm going to go down with the Karl's going to make the shot.
Will win the,
I'm going to go down with the ship on Stockton, I think.
No way. Karl's about to change history.
Oh, we got a Utah truther out there.
Yeah, I'm a Jazz truther.
So let's start wrapping up the podcast now. To the listeners that are still out there, thank you for bearing with us.
Hey, it was an experiment. We tried to have fun.
Well, you've got to do one of two things. You've either got to get the ball to a guy where he can attack the basket. Utah loves to run a play up at the top where they wrap a guy to the corner and then pin down and catch at the top.
Here we go. 5.2 seconds left. Jerry Sloan called the worst play in the world because it didn't work.
It's either the best play in the world or the worst play in the world.
Stockton, Hornacek.
I hope this is some like funny YouTube video that's been edited to like have
be a Filipino guy masturbating.
yeah, right at the buzzer.
The old devil wears Prada.
If they don't,
that's a classic prank, Joel.
They go out in 6.
Ball to Stockton. Takes a 3.
Harper got a piece of it.
Oof.
Comes off. The Chicago Bulls.
Damn.
See, he switched that shot. He switched that shot. Utah won.
No way.
Oh, boy.
That's crazy.
All right, well.
Thank you for listening. We'll be back next week. Sorry.
The experiment had its high points. Can you recap?
I feel like Dr. Mingala.
We had that Cosby sweater jersey.
We had that bit 2 minutes in.
Yeah.